Hey girls, it's Katie. I am 25 weeks pregnant today, and 25 puts us into this territory of starting to think third trimester. This book that I love, Mike and I look at this book just about every morning as sort of like our breakfast ritual. There's a page for each day of your pregnancy. And I had a little freak out today when I opened to today's page and read the information, and then I noticed that the pages beyond it changed color, which means changing trimesters, and I got to the next page and it said, welcome to your third trimester. And I had been thinking 28 weeks all along, or something like that, and so I freaked out, and then I did internet research, and apparently there are like 3 ways of calculating the trimesters, and one of them considers the start of your 26th week, which starts when you hit 25 weeks of pregnancy, as starting now. But anyway, there's sort of like a window, and our midwife considers 28 weeks third trimester, so that's what I'm going to go with. When you get to that point, then it's like, you know you're there. So, but this is also right about the 6-month mark, so I feel comfortable now saying that I'm 6 months pregnant. I think that is generally the 26th week also, although it seems like the way you think of months, it would be 24, so I don't know, but again, so we're in that sort of gray area, and the 100-day mark is coming up. I'm 105 days to go to my due date from now. And I have a little project planned for the 100-day mark that maybe I'll tell you about next week if I do it. So, big milestone this past week is that I finally had a stranger recognize that I was pregnant, or ask that I was pregnant. It's taken this long, and we were at the pet food store, and a woman who was adopting it, we went and looked at like the cats they had for adoption just to say hi to them, because it's a nice thing to do. And there was a woman there actually adopting one of them, and she became the first person to actually say, actually she was a little bit weird, she was like a little bit of a crazy cat lady, which I am too, so it's fine to say. She said, and when is your other little kitty coming, or something like that. It's like, oh, okay. And then we got in the car and I realized, oh, she's the first one, so put that in my journal. Today I had a dentist appointment, and in the very beginning of my pregnancy, I decided one of my goals was that I wanted to really focus on the health of my teeth and the mouth during pregnancy, because I know that it really affects, it can really affect your sort of dental health. I've always had pretty good teeth, I take pretty good care of them, so like I said, I just focused on that. And luckily, today at my appointment, she said everything was good. I'm not showing the signs of the pregnancy gingivitis that a lot of people get. I don't have any cavities, so I feel pretty good about, so far, working that goal pretty well. Also this week, I felt baby hiccups for the first time. Just sort of like really faint, but it was definitely like a rhythmic thing. I mean, it felt like tiny hiccups, and they say that's you're gonna feel hiccups from now on, as sort of like the baby gets used to developing some of like the diaphragm reflexes and working on like the lung development and stuff. So it's pretty cute. Yesterday was Ash Wednesday, and I've been thinking about Lent as a time of reflection. I'm not a super religious person, but I was raised Catholic, and certain things I still sort of observe in my life. I like the idea of, having a month, 40 days, but pretty much, just over a month's time to sort of focus on something or whatever, just as a period of reflection. So I've decided that during Lent, I'm going to try to do something special for the baby every day. hopefully this will keep me motivated in working towards some of the craft projects and some of the, getting the room ready that we're already sort of working on. And this will just be another incentive to do a little bit every day to move forward there. But also I want it to be just like as a time of reflection. Yesterday I just played a record that I really wanted sort of the baby to hear, and that was sort of my special thing. So just as a way again of just like really savoring this time, just seems like a good way to do that. So symptoms this past week. So leg cramps, I get them at night, sort of like when I change position, but I'm really good about knowing how to stretch them out pretty fast. So it's not killer. It's not like these excruciating cramps that people talk about. I do a lot of calf stretching before I go to bed and just throughout the day. Something I'm really focusing on. So, but they're there, and I'm feeling a lot of pressure, like really low. A lot of the maternity pants and skirts that I have sit really low. There's just sort of like low-rise pants is how they are cut, which is cool, but if the waistband is tight, that pressure is really bothersome to me. I don't know if it's just like the way the baby is positioned right now or what, but or maybe I'm carrying really low. I'm not sure. Actually, when I do my belly shot, I want to get your guys' opinion on what you think, how I'm carrying, if you can tell at this point. I'm not sure, but yeah, I definitely feel pressure really low. I'll try to show you. What else? I don't have any swelling in my hands or feet yet. No colostrum. What else? I don't have the dark line yet. Don't have any stretch marks yet. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I have been craving sweets a lot this week, and I'm trying to be good because I don't have an appointment for another couple of weeks, and my bathroom scale is not reliable, so I'm not really sure where I'm at with weight right now, and I'm trying to just not pig out. Like, I just want to eat bakery and ice cream all the time. Try and make smart choices. So like one of the things that I found that really satisfies these cravings, like I got chocolate. I don't drink dairy milk. I drink usually almond milk, and I got the chocolate flavor, and that, a glass of that like really satisfies a chocolate craving. I love dried fruit, but it's pretty sweet, so you can kind of trick yourself into thinking you're eating something more dessert-like than it really is. And then I did break down and like make cookies last weekend, but I tried to make them really high fiber. They had like oats and grape nuts in them, and molasses, which is, I think molasses has high iron, I think that's right. So whatever, I'm trying to get like sort of the most bang for my buck there, and hopefully I'm not gaining too fast or too little or whatever. We'll see. Jennifer, her channel name is Baby Dust 101, sent me a message asking if I had used the Chinese, they call them like Chinese gender prediction charts or something like that. And I have, just online, and I feel like everyone I do gives me a different answer. But the one, and the reason for that is because I ovulated, since I charted while we were trying to conceive, I knew when I ovulated and stuff, and so like, really what is the possible fertile window. And I ovulated on September 30th, so these charts all ask what month you conceived in, and I never could really decide if I would pick September or October, because it could be either one. October is probably more likely, but that could really change the answer. So anyway, Katie Uchiguchigu had posted a particular site that I really, really like because it converts your age. It converts everything into the lunar calendar, basically. So you have to find your lunar age, and there's a separate calculator for that. And then it also gives you the lunar months. So as it works, September 30th is like within the middle of, I think it's the 8th lunar month. So all of the guesswork is sort of gone. So the answer, I'm going to put the link to that particular site below. Like I said, I know that there's a bunch out there. This one just worked. I feel the most confident in the result based on like our particular circumstances. But the result was definitely girl. All around the months and years where I am, it's like this huge sea of pink. So that is another vote for girl. We'll see. Yeah, and Jennifer said that hers was correct. So if anybody else has used this chart, actually, if you've used this particular chart, it'd be really cool to know if it was accurate. I'm not that invested in knowing ahead of time. I just think it's kind of fun. There was some other stuff I want to talk about, but I think I'm already talking a lot, so I'm going to save some of that. I wanted to give a shout out to, I have a bunch of friends that are in their 2-week wait right now. And I just want to let you know I'm thinking such positive thoughts for you. I just can't wait to hear your good news. Hi, Mike. Okay, so I guess I'll just do a belly shot and see where this puts us. Okay, and I want you guys to see if you can tell how you think I'm carrying at this point. Okay. With the shirt, this is another non-maternity shirt that surprisingly works really well. My sister gave it to me a long time ago, and I actually always had in the back of my mind like, oh, this could work as a maternity shirt if I ever get to that point. So, right, 25 weeks. My belly button has not popped out, but it is definitely getting shallow. Yeah, it's really noticeable. Mike was the first one to really notice that that was changing. Okay. I'm going to measure because I'm afraid I'm off of my yardstick. I think my last measurement was either 35 or 35 and a half. Okay, and that is just dead on 36 inches, so I'm gonna have to get a different system of measurement. Okay, 36 inches at 25 weeks. Thanks for watching me, guys, and I hope spring is making an appearance in your areas. So the best thing about week 24 is that, well, I was going to talk about planting my garden for the summer. I love gardening, and, well, I'm going to talk about that at a future time. Because I had this realization yesterday. I had to go downtown for work, run an errand, and I was walking around, and I really liked the outfit I was wearing, and I just had this realization that sort of like stopped me short, and I realized I love being pregnant. Like I feel really good. I like the way I look right now, and I feel good, and I just love where I'm at. How awesome is that? Yeah, I'm so grateful to. I mean, some things have been a lot easier for me than they are for a lot of people. Up until this point, so I know that's part of it, but I'm just loving where I'm at right now, and just really sort of like embracing my like new dimensions and stuff. It's so cool. So yeah, that epiphany, that's the best thing from the past week, and I hope it continues for many more weeks.